This story begins, as many stupid stories do, in a bar. As the days of Nick's stay began to draw to a close, I found myself sitting in a bar deep in conversation with this strange yet alluringly mysterious old fisherman. He told me of two legendary fishing spots, untouched by humankind and connected only by a road of the whitest coral. As the sun rose the following morning, I had already packed the truck, and with Nick in tow, we set off in search of adventure.
Bro, Ryan, what are you taking me to do right now?
Bro, I need you to check. Get out and check.
No, we're good, we're good. We're good. Just don't flip.
I can't see shit.
Just don't flip. Keep going. We're good, we're good.
Let me see that GoPro.
Dude!
Don't go over that. You're lucky you can't see this side.
We are in a true ramble right now. This is ridiculous.
It's totally pointless to go on top of that mountain. Look at the road right there.
There was a beautiful road right there, but
Look at this one. Can you go down this one?
What is up, you guys? We just arrived in the middle of nowhere. Look at where we are right now. We're kind of in our own little paradise. Sick sunset. Ryan's got a nice little hammock going. Skeeto mesh. Look at this. I got the truck bed all to myself.
This is you. I mean, we could snuggle.
I'm good, bro. Dude, we've got our own little camp, bro. We're camping in paradise.
Bro, this is paradise. That is for damn sure.
Kind of just looking around, grabbing some stuff for some kindling. I think Ryan's on the prowl to find some firewood right now, too. Oh, yeah, there he is right there. Spear in one hand and a shit ton of wood in the other hand. Dude, look at this. I got kindling and everything, bro.
You got what?
Kindling. The little shit. Sick. Bro. Bro, Ryan, what do you got?
What do you know about those Calbee ribs?
Dude, this looks killer. Are we glamping? Dude.
It was then a storm began to brew overhead.
So Ryan actually told me you don't have a choice. We are cuddling. Look at
this storm coming in on us.
Maybe we should have known that this was a dark omen, but that night we went to sleep full of excitement and Calbee ribs.
Bro, I'm vibing, bro. Are you vibing?
My sleeping bag.
Oh, we're in the taco!
The plan for today was to find the fabled White Coral Road and to make as much progress as we could along that line, finding an access point somewhere along the way to fish.
So for this mission today, I kid you guys not, I was at our local bar the other day talking to one of the local Alua fishermen, and he said, you know those two roads connect. And I was like, no way. So that is today's mission. I have Nick Bailey with me today, pretty much the only guy dumb enough to take my truck, go solo along such a gnarly, untouched stretch of coastline to see what we can find. Guys, we are actually like 15 hours into this mission already because I came in here late last night, spent the night because I wanted to get done a lot of that easier rambling. But now it is about to get intense because, guys, I've never been here before. I have no idea where the road goes, but my buddy said just follow the white pieces of coral. So we'll see how that goes.
It wasn't long before we realized that we had actually camped right next to the beginning of the Coral Road.
Where does it go? Oh, we got a cliff going up this way, but I see white coral.
Ryan, there's white coral everywhere. Where did you bring me, bro?
I'd say we're not going over that. And this one ends in a beautiful pool. So I'd say we're not going in there either.
Let's try the cliff.
This is kind of like a ramp. I think this is it, bro. We just got to cross this bridge up here. I have a feeling that I'm going to be doing a lot of this, a lot of scouting, walking ahead, trying to figure out my obstacles, where to put my tires. It's going to be nuts.
It's a road.
Let's
first obstacles with relative ease.
Like it ain't no ting, boy.
It wasn't long before we found a good spot to jump in.
Guys, we made it. This is what this mission was all about. We made it to absolute paradise. We have a beautiful site here, a spot that I've seen on Google Earth for years and always dreamed of like taking my own truck in there so that I can fish and dive as much as I wanted right here from shore. Absolutely stoked, totally shook up from that ramble. Absolutely scrambled like an egg, but very, very impressed with the taco. I gotta give a shout out to Top Notch Automotive over in Hilo. They hooked it up with the lift and the tires. They really made it capable of doing missions exactly like this. Lots more to come. Nicholas, have we opened your eyes to the off-roading? I'm hooked. I'm super hooked on that.
I love it, bro. This is the key secret to diving 100 feet and shooting fish. Eating a bunch of food right before you go. Salami.
Breakfast of champions. That pre-dive fuel.
Let's get it.
Dive of the trip there, just a real quick mission to scout out one of those zones that I kind of picked out on Google Earth that I just always wanted to look at. We only took 2 fish, 1 Joe, and Nick got a stud Moanakali. We have a long way to go to see if we can find the exit point on this spot.
We were back on the road in search of the exit point. But just before we got there, another seemingly impossible hurdle stood in the way, and I was beginning to regret ever going to that bar in the first place.
Hey Ryan, what is this right here, bro?
I think this is the end of the road, but we're gonna move some rocks before we decide that.
Bro, can the taco make it over this? Looks like a lot of people's trailer hitches have seen better days after this thing. See if we can't make it over this, hopefully. This is ridiculous. What are we doing?
This is the point in every journey. We probably should turn back, but we're not going to. And we'll probably circle back to this while my taco is like teetering back and forth like this on top. And we're calling for help.
We should have turned back.
It's not ideal.
He didn't even make it to the shit yet. You got that? Perfect, bro. Like nothing.
But now what?
But now you keep going.
I mean, now what do we go over?
Wait, stop.
After managing to get unstuck, Nick had to slowly direct me over the bridge. But he seemed to be struggling to remember left from right.
A little bit to the right. A little bit, sorry, to the left.
So I had no choice but to ignore him and push on.
Being on the ground. I don't know if this is stupid or not though. Oh my god. Oh! You have to go. You gotta go.
At this point, there was definitely no turning back. Nick was right. I had to go. I said my prayers and I put my foot on the gas.
Alright bro, you got it. Keep going. Slow and steady. I think he's doing it. Bro! Oh! Let's go! Give me nuts, bro!
I can't believe that, bro. Holy crap. That was incredibly dumb.
That was incredibly dumb. We filled like 1,000 holes with rocks. I thought we were gonna flip.
With what felt like the biggest obstacle of the trip out of the way, we continued our journey along the Coral Road, stopping at a nice flat spot to make camp and fish.
While the guys are out there surviving the elements and no doubt destroying the truck a little bit, I am back at home taking care of business. Because as you can see behind me, we still have a ton of merch. And there's tons of options, including t-shirts, hats, a sweatshirt, and SPF rated sun shirts. We have a really big trip coming up, and since the only employee of RMX Apparel isn't gonna be here, it's me. I'm putting everything on the site, all of the merch behind me, 50% off for the next week only. All you have to do is go to ryanmyersexpeditions.com. The discounts will be applied at checkout and everything on sale will be shipped out at the end of the week. We'll even include one free channel art sticker with every order while supplies last. We'll most likely never print these styles again, so this is a great opportunity to replace those fish-stained white Ono shirts that I know you have in your closet. Don't miss out.
Well guys, after an all-day expedition of just absolute madness, I mean, you guys saw we had the truck almost on one side. We had so much happen. We finally made it to our camping spot and I am stoked. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere.
Well guys, paradise is set up here on top of the cliff. Got our tent for tonight, our fire pit, a couple of chairs. Sun is gonna be setting right out there and we're gonna be cooking up a feast. Nick is going no suit. I do not recommend. It is known that the tiger sharks cannot get through any millimeter size wetsuit, but Nick is new here, so he doesn't know that.
There's fish, bro.
That was quick. Look
Water
at
collie killer.
that. Let's go.
Nice.
Bro, where we going?
We're going to the next spot, man. Let's go.
Let's go get some fish.
The sun rose on the final day of our adventure. We were planning to finish the last 3 miles of the Coral Road that would bring us out to the other side, and our final spot of the trip.
How cool is this, guys? We made it to the middle of nowhere, but we connected the trails. We went to absolutely no man's land. Look at this. So sick. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped to dive this.
Well, guys, we're here. Our final dive spot of the trip. I just pulled off the road onto like a random spot. I actually scouted this by the drone. I had that thing up there. I was looking for a way to get down into the water, and I was looking for some really cool structure to dive, and that's what I found right here. So we're all suited up. Guys, we'll see you out there in the water.
Getting out of the water, we began our journey home, and so this story draws to a close. As I said my goodbye to Nick, I knew I would hold the memories of this trip close in my heart. A road made of coral laid out by nature herself, winding and weaving through the untamed beauty of the land. It was a journey of both discovery and hardship, a pilgrimage of the soul. We lost that coral road more times than I care to count. Each time we'd look at each other, shrug with a knowing smile, and set out to find it again. Responsibilities and commitments beckoned us back home, but we knew that even when we had returned to everyday life, part of ourselves would always be there, like the eternal thread that weaved through the coral road we once traversed together.